What's up, Flick Pop fam? Get ready for a rapid-fire rundown of the news that's shaking things up. First off, Donald Trump is taking legal action against the New York Times, filing a massive defamation lawsuit. We're talking billions of dollars and accusations of a decades-long pattern of malicious reporting. What's behind this explosive legal battle, and what does it mean for the media landscape? Then, we jet across the pond to the UK, where Donald Trump is heading for a state visit. But this isn't the triumphant welcome he might expect. Prime Minister Keir Starmer is facing a political minefield, with public discontent, royal family drama, and even fallout from controversial figures like Jeffrey Epstein casting a shadow over the entire event. Can Britain pull off the pomp and ceremony amidst so much internal turmoil? And speaking of the UK, we're also getting an inside look at Donald Trump's personal connection to Scotland. His mother hailed from the Western Isles, and he owns prestigious golf courses there. But despite these ties, public opinion in Scotland isn't exactly warm towards the former president. We'll explore this complex relationship and the controversies surrounding his Scottish ventures. Finally, we're going to break down the full story behind Donald Trump's monumental lawsuit against the New York Times. We'll give you all the details on the accusations, the journalists involved, and what this means for the future of journalism and political discourse. Don't go anywhere. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss a second of this action-packed update. Let's go. Donald Trump slams the New York Times with $15 billion lawsuit. Get ready, because Donald Trump isn't holding back. The former president has officially filed a massive $15 billion defamation lawsuit against the New York Times and 4 of its journalists. This legal bombshell accuses the paper of a decades-long pattern of intentional and malicious defamation and acting as a full-throated mouthpiece of the Democrat Party in the lead-up to the 2024 election. The suit specifically targets investigative reporters Suzanne Craig and Russ Buettner, authors of the book Lucky Loser, along with correspondents Michael S. Schmidt and Peter Baker. Trump's legal team claims these individuals, through their articles and books, have displayed actual malice and a reckless disregard for the truth, calculated to inflict maximum damage. This legal offensive follows similar high-stakes lawsuits Trump has pursued against other media outlets like The Wall Street Journal, ABC News, and CBS News, some of which resulted in substantial settlements. This aggressive legal strategy has ignited a firestorm of debate online, with supporters cheering Trump's fight against what they call fake news and critics questioning the validity and intent of such massive lawsuits, particularly during an election cycle. The stakes are incredibly high, potentially setting precedents for media accountability and free speech. But the drama doesn't end with legal battles. Stay tuned as we head to the UK for a state visit that's anything but smooth sailing. Trump's UK state visit, a political powder keg. Donald Trump is set to land in Britain for a state visit, but the welcome mat is anything but straightforward. Prime Minister Keir Starmer's attempt to bolster his authority with this high-profile event is instead unfolding against a backdrop of deep political discontent and royal family drama. The visit arrives at a critical juncture for the UK, with Starmer facing plunging approval ratings and his government rocked by scandals, including the dismissal of Ambassador Peter Mandelson after revelations linked him to Jeffrey Epstein. Far-right groups, capitalizing on public frustration, are gaining traction in polls, while whispers of a leadership contest grow louder. Adding to the complex atmosphere, the British monarchy is also navigating its own internal tensions, with renewed scrutiny on Prince Andrew and ongoing family disputes involving Prince Harry. This volatile domestic scene has led to widespread criticism of Starmer's decision to host Trump, with many believing the visit will only amplify Britain's internal turmoil rather than showcase stability. Polls indicate a significant portion of the British public holds an unfavorable view of Trump, leading to planned protests during his visit. Analysts suggest that instead of projecting strength, the visit risks further weakening the Prime Minister's standing at home. While the political landscape in Britain is turbulent, we'll also explore Trump's personal ties to the UK. Next, we uncover Donald Trump's deep roots in Scotland and the surprising opinions held there. Trump's Scottish roots, more than just golf courses. Donald Trump often speaks of the United Kingdom as a very, very special place, and for good reason. His mother, Mary Ann MacLeod Trump, was born and raised in the Scottish Western Isles. Her heritage and connection to Scotland are a significant part of Trump's personal narrative, and he owns two prominent golf courses in the country, Trump Turnberry and Trump International Golf in Aberdeenshire. These Scottish ventures, however, have not been without controversy. Environmental groups, including Scottish Natural Heritage, have raised concerns, with the Aberdeenshire course reportedly having partially destroyed a specially protected site. Despite Trump's expressed affection for Scotland, the sentiment isn't always mutual. Recent polls suggest that a significant majority of Scots hold an unfavorable view of the president, indicating a complex and often challenging relationship between the former president and the nation where his mother was born. The public's mixed feelings in Scotland highlight a broader trend of division and differing opinions surrounding Trump's persona and his impact on both sides of the Atlantic. This exploration into his Scottish ties reveals layers of personal history intertwined with public perception and environmental concerns. But the legal battles and political complexities continue to swirl. Don't miss our deep dive into the full details of Trump's massive lawsuit against the New York Times next. Trump's billion-dollar media war, the full breakdown. Donald Trump has launched a colossal $15 billion defamation lawsuit against the New York Times, accusing the newspaper of a persistent and malicious campaign of lies. This legal action, filed in Florida, targets not only the publication, but also four of its journalists, alleging they've acted as a biased mouthpiece for the Democratic Party and spread damaging falsehoods, especially concerning the 2024 presidential election. The lawsuit specifically cites 3 Times articles and a book written by 2 named journalists, claiming these works were created with actual malice to inflict maximum damage on Trump. This isn't the first time Trump has wielded such legal power. His team has previously secured multi-million-dollar settlements from ABC News and CBS News over reporting he deemed inaccurate. He's also sued the Wall Street Journal, targeting Rupert Murdoch's conglomerate over articles linking him to Jeffrey Epstein. Trump himself took to Truth Social to declare the lawsuit a great honor and the single largest illegal campaign contribution ever, framing the Times as a degenerate newspaper and a virtual mouthpiece for the radical left Democrat Party. This high-stakes legal fight has reignited debates about media ethics, the power of defamation claims, and the influence of these lawsuits on public discourse and political campaigns. And that's just the beginning of the news we're covering today. Stick around for our lightning round recap, and don't forget to subscribe. And that's a wrap on today's explosive news. We saw Donald Trump file a massive $15 billion defamation lawsuit against the New York Times. Then, President Trump's state visit to the UK unfolded against a backdrop of political turmoil and royal drama. We also explored Donald Trump's personal ties and controversies surrounding his Scottish golf courses. Finally, we broke down the full details of that colossal lawsuit against the New York Times. Don't miss out on any of the action. Hit that subscribe button right now, ring the notification bell so you never miss an update, and let us know in the comments what you think about today's top stories. Follow us on all social platforms for even more exclusive content. We'll see you in the next one.